Shalom, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, as always, I'd like to start off giving all honor and glory from the praise and worship to our power. YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honor to our apostle, elders, and bishop, great millstone, who will well teach you on sound doctrine. Strong shalom to the hopeful elect, and the rest of the large multitude of men, women, and children. That Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI will have mercy on these perilous times, perilous meaning dangerous times that we're currently living in. It's your brother HAQADASH representing GMS branch here in Cleveland, Low Woodlands, at a final lesson, quick in and out, man, straight to the point, man. I'm finally able to, a little bit, I guess. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I haven't been able to do these lessons like this on my phone, man. Shit, so you know I should be going, no storage and delete stuff and yeah, whatever, man. It's still no space. So here you go. I've been wanting to do this lesson, you know, for like a week now. And it's pertaining to this topic of what we've been going into, heavy, especially. We here at Great Millstone is known to go into these topics, these different talking points. And this article or this magazine is called The Economist. All right, and back in 2012, so that was like 4 years. I came to the faith around 2016, and start close to midway 2016, and the beginning. No, it was the beginning of 2016, right? So that's about 4 years before. The same article, same setup with the different compilations of different icons. And like I said, it's you know, like I said, listen, this magazine, back in when I seen it, it said like I said, it was in 2012, and it read something along the lines of the year 2030. It had the headlines on this article that I had saw. It came in the mail at my people's house. It had the year 2030 on it. That's all I remember, the year 2030. And on that magazine, it's same setup as this, and it had the MOTB on it. Okay, obviously, like I said, this is 4 years before I came into the faith, and so I didn't really know what the mark of the MOTB was. Okay, so around 2012, I just remember the Spirit showed me that, you know, he showed YAHAWASHI showed me this article, and it had the year 2030 on it, and one of the things that they had on there was the micro C hip. All right, and many other things. All I remember is the micro C hip and the year 2030. That's all that matters, right? Like we've been saying for years, the year 2030 they have an agenda called Agenda 2030, and like we've been saying for years, once they came out with it around 2020, I believe the year 2020 is when the first time, 2019, 2020, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's the first time I saw them with an Agenda 2025, right? So the Spirit instantly hit, right? Like, okay, yes, call Allah YAHAWASHI, because again, like we know, the scriptures is true. It said the Lord will speed up the times. All right, it said the triumph of the wicked is short. It says he know if he have short, Revelation 12:12, he know that if he have a short time, gonna come down with great wrath, right? Excuse me. All these different things hit, because why would you go from Agenda 2030 to Agenda 2025? You understand what I'm saying? Why would you go from Agenda 2030 to Agenda 2025? Because they know they have a short time, and they're behind on succeeding at their world dominance, all right, at a God-like level. Okay, yeah, they may appear as a god to man because of his blessing and how he took over the known world at the time and expanded it to the western side. But that was because of his blessing. But here it is, this man is getting ready to show the world, or he's trying to get ready to show the world. In his mind, he's preparing to present himself as the God, not just a God, the God, right? He sitteth in the seat as God, or the Most High, show himself that he is power, right? Roughly paraphrasing. All right, and this is what this devil has in store for every American citizen, and not just the American citizens, all right, the whole world. That's why it says again at the top, this magazine says the world ahead 2026, and here you have it on it. It says, you know, not says, but well, a picture speak 1,000 words, as it says. All right, and so with these images, this will be what you call this is what you would call emojis in modern term, or pictograph in ancient terms, right? When you go into the ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, or even the ancient Paleo Hebrew, right? Before it was Paleo, it was something called the pictograph, again, where we would use imagery as our language. All right, one of the ways we would speak would be imagery. Okay, different symbols and signs. That's why emojis exist today. All right, they're just nothing more or nothing less than the ancient form, or a modern way of the ancient form of communication. And that's what you see here. So this is speaking 1,000 words, man. All right, it says, that's why the Spirit has me keep having me say, it says, you have a $sign, you have President Trump, you have a whole bunch of things. You have nuclear warheads. Okay, remember, Esau has a priesthood, man, and he's prophesying to you right now on the left hand side through his movies, all his media. All right, this is a part of his media, his magazines. Okay. Oh, I didn't even see this. Hold on, bear with me. It's snowing. I mean, the roads are bad in Cleveland, so I'm trying not to, you know, I'm driving. It says geopolitical drift, opportunities for China after Gaza outlook for the Middle East beyond Ukraine, Russia's next moves. The global economy is a crisis brewing? Question mark. Sporting values, political football, weight loss, drugs, the next generation. I guess that's what was supposed to be like, as they put it. I guess it's, I probably would put what they saying. What, this is the premise behind the emojis, premise behind the icons. Well, let's look in some of these real quick, and then we're gonna close out. All right, bring a couple, Lord willing, some precepts, and close out. And you see, it has the gaming control, but the gaming control, matter of fact, bear with me. So let's look at the parks, Locky. All right, this is everything the prophet's been saying, man. All right, you have pills. Okay, you have balloons, partying, marriage, giving into marriage. Okay, you have a wine bottle. You have a wine bottle upside down. Okay, the wine is spilled out. When you have wine that spills out, okay, it's usually likened to, you know, some type of destruction, chaos, you know, some type of disruption, like I said. And that's what's getting ready to happen. And what's to the left of that right here, it looked like a Visa card with a needle on top of it on wheels. That could be the MOTB, the push for the MOTB. All right, literally a push, and it's literally next to the dollar bill. All right, just a spiritual intake on the economist, the world ahead 2026. All right, and you have President Trump. Okay, he's going to be the one that we believe the cruel Lord in Isaiah the 19th chapter to usher in these different things, the vessel and face to do these things. He's right next to, well, yeah, he's on the opposite side of a sword dealing with a graph, meaning what? War. Okay, meaning war. Just to prove the point, I typed in cross swords are usually a sign of what? And AI overrule on Google, it says cross swords can symbolize battle, military strength, or conflict. And they also have specific meanings in other contexts. Right. The point is that what? It says battle, military strength, or conflict. So what you see here are two swords crossed. And underneath it, on the side of it, all right, is a coin. All right. Now this is interesting because they have a man with an afro and a beard, which is what? Matter of fact, this is actually, I believe through the spirit of Abraham Lincoln. Let me see. As you can see here, right? See? And what just happened? Like the title of this, again, article, The World Ahead 2026, Abraham Lincoln, the penny is done away with, meaning the dollar in layman terms is officially over. Okay, it's officially over. And when you have war, war brings in a new currency. War brings in a new system. So you have to have war. Okay. And Trump, DJ, is on this side. All right. From our viewpoint, is on the right-hand side. Right. Because he's considering himself the right. And on the left-hand side, right, and so forth. Right. And but on the left-hand side of the sword, on the other side, who he will be warring with is Kim Jong-un, right there, the Chinese man. Come on now. Vladimir Putin in the middle, the Russian man. And I don't know who this guy is. Is this, it could be Netanyahu, not a Jew right here. That's what it kind of looked like. All right. The least of the flock draw him out. And hey, the Lord might use them. Hell, like, hey, because we know Russia, it says Russia should be a guard unto them. China is a major player as well, pursuant to the book of 2nd Esdras. Woe to Asia. Okay. They're joint hands, they're heavily joint hands, obviously, with Russia. All right. And when you go into the BRICS and all these different, so that's who he's warring with. Okay. I'm gonna show you this just to prove the point. AI overview. Wars are powerful catalysts for major shifts in military, political, and social systems. Historically, conflicts have often demanded the rapid innovation and adoption of new systems to meet essential threats, leading to fundamental changes in how societies organize themselves and interact globally. Don't just say the world ahead. Warfare says military and tactical systems. Warfare itself is a system that involves with technology and doctrine. Warfare itself is a system that evolves with technology and doctrine. That is crazy. Warfare is a system and is evolved with technology and doctrine. Okay? And what you're seeing is doctrine being pushed. You're seeing doctrine being pushed. Esau's way, his new NWO, right, which is the MOTB, his new form of religion, and technology, which is why you have the game controller, which it can be an example of mind control through the means of technology, which is why they have the controller symbolizing mind control. All right, connected to the brain. And again, you have the tank on the side of these three individuals, and you have a tank on the other side of DJ Trump. Okay. Now, in the process of that, this guy next to Trump could be Bill Gates, some type of scientist Just analyzing this through the spirit. I could be wrong, but this is just what I see. And you have a drone, right? Russia just released the drones. Here you have robots. You have robots patrolling cities. This is the new world being implemented. Here you have a man with a paper being printed with the X on it, symbolizing what? The old way is done away with. What's the old way? One of the greatest old ways is what? Let me show you. Let me get the scripture. This is 2nd Esdras 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. That is an old way. So here you have, and again, that's what we're doing. The Lord put prophecy in our mouth. That's what we're doing. We're speaking prophecy, something that's going to happen before it happens. Pro means before, facade means to say. I'm speaking right now not on my behalf, but I'm an ambassador. We are ambassadors. The men of the Lord and the prophets and the teachers are ambassadors. All right, we're messengers on the behalf of YAHAWASHI. We're heralding in the King, and we're pronouncing the things to come in the future. Our rise, Esau's destruction and downfall, and so forth and so forth. And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful to the truth. The Bible is the truth. The truth will set you free, and the Bible is the truth. And that's, again, it said the old way would be, in the sense of being a paper, transitioning to what? A digital format. And this is why, again, I see the money around it as well. Paper just flying everywhere. Blank banknotes. You know what I'm saying? And so forth. And again, on the top of him, you have the syringe. All right? You have the syringe. Because the syringe, if I'm not mistaken, the Karax, or the delivery system, the delivery system is the syringe, which pushes the tiny technology into the hand. If I said that right. Okay? And I'm not sure what to make of this robot holding the box. All right. You have, again, god damn, why they keep doing that? Again, you have the satellites. You have a bunch of robots. You have boxing and a man running, symbolizing what? Entertainment. All right, entertainment is still going to be going on to keep man distracted. You have the satellites. Again, this is how, and it's on top. It's all around the world, this is how everything is going to be issued in. All right, on satellites. I mean, the satellites being in the air. And here you have drone. Again, you have a military tank shooting down the drone. Okay. Shooting down the drone. And which drone, again, Russia just released some drones with cameras on it until they spawn on Ukraine. I forgot the article said. Again, satellites, drones, robot dogs, and airplanes, drones. All these things are around the world, right? As you can see, because this is going to be a global thing. Now, what you also see, again, I say the best for last. Again, you see nuclear warheads on every part of this globe, right? There's probably a lot of things I don't see in the mist. Again, you got location symbols, right? That could be, I don't know what to make of that. Not trying to be too deep. It's just something I see through the spirit. And you can see, again, you see the cargo ship, what appear to be a cargo ship. And you got Trump with the tariffs. You got docks, loading docks. Remember when the loading docks was held off? You got this could symbolize that, these tariffs and these different things that's going on right now that DJ Trump is causing, right, can be a symbol that is going to issue in again, like we know World War III eventually, all right, along with many other things. And one thing I see that I wanted to talk about on here is too, look, I just peeped this too. I don't know why I didn't see this before. You have what appears to be, I want to say, an Arabic type of situation here, all right. And from this boat, they're in this boat holding some type of things, and they're spearheading their, goodness, man, they're spearheading in the water, and then they crash right here, okay. But they crash, all right. I don't know, they look like they crash. It like they released some type of plane, and on this side they released some type of drone. So, and then next to that boat you have a man with binoculars, indicating that there's spies within the system, spies within the government, spies amongst the borders, and spies amongst the states and countries, all right. He got the binoculars down, indicating that the job is being done or almost finished or so forth. Could be, right? As he watched, that could be net, because when you got the binoculars down, you're watching, like, now it's like, I don't have to, you see on the movie a nigga be zooming in with this, and then when it's actually come to fruition, he'll put it down by his side and just watch with his naked eye, even though it's from afar, And here you go, shebang, 250, semi-quincentennial. All right, semi-quincentennial, a word that refers to a 250th anniversary. It is a combination of the semi, half, quin, 5, and centennial, 100. Representing half of a 500 years, the term is most famously associated with the upcoming 250th anniversary of the U.S. Declaration of Independence in 2026, branching off from what year? 1776, right? That's where you get 250 years. All right, I did a lesson on this on 1776. That's actually was a good, I feel like it was a decent lesson, because the Spirit brought out some good information regarding that year 1776 and things that took place in that particular year. Okay, so you can understand. And this Trump is getting ready to celebrate this. Let me see. Yes, I'm glad they didn't erase it. I did a lesson on this through the Spirit, because Trump plans to celebrate this for a whole year. It says President Trump has launched plans for a year-long celebration. Didn't other kings in the scriptures do this? Okay, celebrate fucking they victories and certain things for a long period of time, which is normal. Okay, that's what you do as a king. You have victories that you have, you celebrate them. They become traditions. Like even with us, we have the Passover. We have all our high holy days is to commemorate, if that's the right way, or to acknowledge the victories that we have all over our enemies, and have had and over our enemies through the Spirit and power of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, and to glorify the Lord for getting those victories over our enemies. So that's what you do as a king. And he's trying to plan on having a year-long celebration, which officially began on Memorial Day 2025 and is set to culminate on Independence Day in 2026. Key elements of the Great American State Fair, Patriot Games, a national televised athletic competition for high school students from across National Garden of American Heroes, White House Task Force. So the White House Task Force came out of this, and many other things, right? So there you go. That's the point. All right. So there you go. Now you understand 250 years is dealing with semi-quincentennial. But this the thing. You have a chain locked onto this celebration. And his celebration when Esau celebrates, it's usually when something complete dark that has happened to the opposing party, right? When you go into slavery and you look up picnic, right? The word picnic comes from pick a nigga, if I'm not mistaken. And we used to bring that out years ago. When you go into, like, because they used to eat sandwiches and shit while Jake was burning alive, and while Jake bodies was there, a dead corpse was there, they would eat sandwiches and shit and then rejoice as a family, the father, the mother, and their children. Okay, they would. That's why the Lord said, take their young ones and dash them to the ground, man, because you and your posterity it has to be taken out of the way, man. So, all right, because they're as wicked as well. As soon as you're born, you speak lies. All right, you're strange from the womb. All right, as soon as you're born, you do evil, man. Hey, shit, before you even born, you do evil. Because remember, Jacob and Esau. Here it is. We in the womb of our mother, but you want to fight us, bro. That's how dark and that's how much hatred you have for us, that we're in the womb of our foremother, and you're deciding to fight us. We struggled in the womb. That's a tussle, man. As babies in the womb, we tussled, man. Because you knew and know that in the spirit you cannot be us and would never be us. So he has to lock you down. And look, who's that fist, right? Who do the fist? Who do the fist? The fist, what is, I'm gonna show you this. I typed in, who is known for the black power fist? All power to the people. Jake is known for this, right? Jake is gonna spearhead this rebellion, but mainly these Edomites. But Jake is gonna follow suit, and when Jake do things, the world shifts. Okay, whether for good or bad. And this symbol of fist also symbolizes power to the people. So power to the people, your freedom, your thoughts, your liberty is going to be done away with in the next coming months. That's what this celebration is about. Okay? Your freedom being in complete control of who? What's behind that hand? The American flag. Okay? The balloons. 2026, shit, man. Lord willing, 2026 might be the year, man. Speaking as a man, shit, man. 2027, 2026, this place, I don't see it going past 2026, 2020. I don't see it going past 2027, man. If it makes 2027, bro. That's just me. Because it's too much. Once these things come to pass, once the MOTB come to pass, bro, Jacob's trouble, hey, look, bro. Jacob's trouble is going to increase in the next couple months like you have never seen it. Like it says, not a time like none other. How can we compete with this? What are we going to do with all these different things? Robots, pills, drones, war, shackles, invasions, like the boat here, spies, satellites. Like, come on, man. How the hell? Only way you can get out of some shit like this is by a divine intervention, bro. Look, location symbols. Look, bro, everything is basically what is this? The world ahead is basically they're saying what? Get ready for the global lockdown. That's what this is, man. Get ready for the global lockdown, and it's going to bring war, eventually the nuclear warheads, which is the ICBM missiles, man. Okay? Okay? This is Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Talking about the Israelites, the elect. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth. Woe means death and destruction. The inhabitants is the people of the earth. What does it say? The world ahead. Woe unto the inhabitants, the people of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you. Meaning what? The deceiver is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Okay? Great wrath. Wrath. Anger, fury, hostility, animosity. Vehement anger. Come on, man. So this dude is coming with vehement anger. Okay? So the devil's coming down. It says, unto you having great wrath, vehement anger, because he knoweth that he have a short time. He's getting ready to get up out of here. He's getting ready to get moved out of the way. Okay? So yeah, get ready, guard your loins, guard up your loins like a man, because this shit about to happen. All right, this shit is about to happen. So Lord willing, this quick lesson. Well, it wasn't that quick, but Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I could have went into more, but you know, Jake got a low attention span. Lord willing, Jake watched this all the way to the end, and because we didn't even talk about the ice melting. You know, you got there's other little gems in here. You got this nigga right here. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he's about to get ready to shoot the rocket. Yeah, it's a rocket. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of other things that we didn't talk about on here. There's pills all over this motherfucker, bro. Come on, man. This shit is crazy. And he ain't gonna allow nothing to be put out something like... This is a crazy-ass magazine. Why would somebody post this magazine and be able to sell it? That you think the elites don't know this magazine exists? Bro, they sanctioned it. They told the niggas what to put on here. Put this like this. Make this like this. They got matter of fact, they probably got an artist designated, like with the same mind as them, designated for shit like this. You see what I'm saying? The world ahead. 2026. And that is next year. In 2 months, we will be in the world ahead. All right? And yeah, man. So Lord willing is edifying. I see that MOT being pushed. In 2026 is being pushed now. The digital system is here. Okay, we seeing it. Paper is doing to be done away with. Oh shit. And I ain't noticed this nigga looking up. That's funny. Yeah, so Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like the scriptures say, it's Revelation 11. No, what is it? It's Revelation 6:4. And there went out another horse that was red. That's talking about Esau Edom. His blood showed forth through his skin, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they shall kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. Who's the one doing that? Did the Asian man make this magazine? Did the so-called black man make this magazine? No. Esau did. All right, he boasted and he's proud. Okay? But he's getting ready to what? Again, Salaki. Again. He's getting ready to take peace from the earth, man. Because the Lord is getting ready to take peace. Shot. He said, I would come not to sin. Then I gotta get that. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I am come not to send peace, but a sword. And the Lord is not coming to send peace. This is why peace is being taken away. That's why he used Esau, Edom, to take peace from the earth. Okay, so Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Just a spiritual look at the world ahead, 2026. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise and worship to, infinite praise and worship to our power. YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honor to our apostle, elder, bishop, the great meals, doing real well. Peace, I take to the full. Till next time, waffle, about shalom.